Hi friends, I am Koda Boy, and in today's video we are going to learn how to make a two-player football shootout game. So, let's get started. First, let's add our backdrop. I am adding the soccer backdrop here. Now we need two sprites. For that, go to choose a sprite and add whichever sprite you like as a goalie. And for the second sprite, we will search soccer or ball and add the soccer ball as well. Since this is a two-player game, we need two controls. We will control the goalie using the keyboard and the ball using the mouse. So let's first code the goalie. Change its name and write goalie here. Also make its size a little smaller. Now let's set the goalie's position. From the costumes tab, select this costume. Now from the events tab, add the when flat click block, and below that, from the motion, add the point in direction block. Set the value to 90, meaning the arrow will point to the right side. This will define the goalie's movement. Now position the goalie at the center of the goal and add the go to XY block so that whenever the game starts, our goalie appears in the same starting position. To move the goalie left and right, bring an if block from control, and in that, from sensing block, add the key pressed block. Below it, add a move block from motion tab and set its value to 5. Choose the key you want to move the goalie to the right. I am selecting the D key here. Now right click and duplicate this whole code. And for moving left, change the value of 5 to -5 and choose the left key as well. Here I am selecting the A key. You can increase or decrease the movement speed by changing the values in the move block. Now from control tab, bring up forever block and place the entire code inside it and connect it with the remaining code. Let's test it. So our goalie is moving left and right with our defined keys. Now let's code the soccer ball. We will control the ball using the mouse. First, make its size little smaller. From the events tab, bring when flat clicked and attach a forever block. Inside it, place a go to XY block. We don't want to change the Y value, so set it to -133. If you want to understand X and Y coordinates in detail, do watch these two videos. This will make your concepts more clear. For the X value, we want the ball to move with the mouse. So, from sensing, bring the mouse X block and insert it here. This way, the ball will not leave its ground position and will also move perfectly with the mouse. Let's test this too. Now we need to code how the goal will be made. For that, bring an if block. Add the mouse down block from sensing, meaning what happens when the mouse is clicked. From motion, add the glide seconds to XY block, set the time to 0.5 seconds. And instead of fixing X and Y values, insert pick random blocks from the operators tab. Now for X, set the range to -80 and 80, which is almost the width of the goal. For Y, insert values 1 and 80, which is the height of the goal. Attach it with the rest of the code and test it. Now if a goal happens or not, we will code according to that. Bring when flag clicked and attach our forever loop. Inside it, add an if-else block. Now what's the condition? If the ball's Y position lies between the goal area, then it's a goal. From operators, insert the AND block and inside it place a greater than and a less than block. From motion, bring the Y position block and insert it into both places. For the greater than block, set the value to -24 and for the less than block, set value to 80. These are the upper and lower limits of our goal net area. Now add the start sound block. From sounds tab, add a new sound. You can search goal cheer and then add it here. From looks, add the save for 2 seconds block. We will write goal here and set the time to 1 second. From motion, add a glide seconds to XY block and set its time to 0.5 seconds. Insert mouse X for X value and set the Y to -133, meaning the ball will return to its original starting position. Lastly, add a wait block and set it to 0.5 seconds so a slight pause occurs before the next shot. This completes the goal condition. But if it's not a goal, then what happens? Bring a if block and insert it in the else part. From sensing, bring the touching block and select the goalie here. Now duplicate the block from above and insert it here. Now search for a referee whistle sound and add it here. And change the text from goal to saved. Now let's count the score. From variables, click make a variable. We will create two variables, one for the goals and one for the saves. In the coding area, add when flag clicked and set both scores to 0. Similarly, inside the goal condition, add the block that changes the goal score, and inside the saved condition, add the block that changes the saved score. Our game is basically ready here. But if you want the game to end when either player reaches 5 points, then bring when flag clicked, attach a forever loop, place an if block inside it. Add or code block from operators. Now inside both sides, place an equals block. Add the goal variable in one and the save variable in the other. Set both values to 5, meaning whichever score reaches 5 first, then what will happen? Duplicate the glide block from here and attach it. This makes the ball return to its original position and then the game will be over. Below this, from events, add a broadcast block and create a new message named Game Over. Now go to goalie's coding area, add when message received block, choose Game Over message and finally attach the stop all block. If you want Game Over text to appear on the screen, create a new sprite and add the text Game Over. You can choose the font, color, size, etc. Set its position. Then in its coding area, add when flag click block. Below it, add hide block from the looks tab, so it hides as the game starts. Then add when I receive game over block and place the show block. Friends, our coding is now complete and our game is ready. Let's play it. This is such a fun and easy game. Do try it and enjoy it with your friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.